Friend of my guy, Jeremy Balin. Used to work with him at SF Preps, San Fran Preps, when we used to cover high school sports out here. My guy Todd out there, Churchill Downs, analyst for FanDuel TV, anchor and horse racing host at TVG, at Todd TVG on Twitter. What's up, Todd? Good morning to you.
Hey, I wish you guys were here. It's such an amazing atmosphere. It is the one time a year that every sports fan is all of a sudden a horse racing fan. It's America's most famous race. It's one of the most iconic sporting venues anywhere, Churchill Downs. Today is Kentucky Oaks Day, so it'll be a celebration of the 150th running of the Kentucky Derby on Saturday. But today, as long as there's been a Kentucky Derby, there's been a Kentucky Oaks. So the difference is you've got 3-year-old males, 20 of them, racing at 1.25 miles on Saturday. And today you have some of the top 3-year-old fillies in the country, so the female racehorses, 14 of them going 1.8 miles. Wow. Unfortunately, it's raining today. It rained early. It's lightened up, but the main track is sloppy. That's not going to be a concern for Saturday, though. Derby Day, we should have a fast track and be ready to go.
Todd, my guy Festus Ezeli is out there at the Kentucky Derby. You'll look for him. The big, tall 7-footer used to play with the Warriors, NBA champ. I got to ask you, because the outfits at the Kentucky Derby, I need to go. I need to go to Churchill Downs. You're right. We should be out there. It's a bucket list item for me. What goes into what people wear at the Derby? You see all the fancy hats, the fancy dresses, the fancy suits. Is that just a theme? Is that a tradition? Why is that a tradition out there at Churchill Downs?
Here's the thing. The only thing that holds you back when it comes to your fashion at the Derby and Oaks Day is your imagination. Whatever you want to make your theme, you can make your theme. Now, I will say this. On Fridays, it's all about pink. They have breast cancer awareness here, and also awesome. It ties into the fillies as well. So there's a lot of special events on Friday. So pink is kind of a dominating color here. Unlike you, who has a better fashion sense than me, I had a fashion advisor, and so I'm wearing a carnation pink jacket today with a bow tie. And I've never worn a bow tie, and I never thought I could wear a bow tie. I'll tell you this, I didn't tie it. I had to have someone do it for me. But it's going pretty well. How it started and how it's going, pretty good on the fashion front today. But really, people get outrageous with their outfits, and the more outrageous, the better. The more conservative you get with your outfits, the more you actually don't fit in.
I see it right now. Oh, my gosh. Look at the glasses. Look at the hair. Oh, my gosh. You look like $1 million. I'm looking at your Twitter feed right now, Chesky. Look at this guy here.
You made my day.
Wow, man. That is next level right there with the nice little baby blue button up right there. Oh, I see you out there. You got the hair spike, got the little gel in there. Now, look, man, I need to come out there and hang out with you, Todd. This is fascinating here. Shasky, what you know about horse racing, man? Because we're a fan.
I don't know anything. The only thing I know about horse racing,
which is good,
is that pile mine got blown up in Sopranos.
Well, here, 2 years ago, I went to more prep races. So there's a series of races that lead up to the Kentucky Derby. Horses earn points in those races to get into the starting gate for the Kentucky Derby. So they limit it to 20 spots. And so the horses you're going to see on Saturday are the top 20 point earners that are able to go. There's some horses like Encino who had an injury and had to go to the sidelines, and that allowed another horse to get in. But 2 years ago, for FanDuel TV, I went on the road to more prep races than probably anyone in the history of the company. It certainly was a personal record. Over a 10-week span, I went to the Louisiana Derby, straight to the Florida Derby, straight into Kentucky for the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes, and then over here for the Kentucky Derby. I thought I had no better field than anyone in the country. I thought I absolutely was dialed in, and then a horse named Rich Strike draws in off the also eligible list, wins at 80-1, and my expertise was thrown to the sidelines. It's the one thing about the Kentucky Derby. It has great surprises. So even if you don't have a great base of knowledge, sometimes that's an advantage.
Todd, have you ever gone to Dubai? Because I've seen our friend Jeremy, he was at a track, and it was next level. It looked like luxury suites on top of luxury suites.
Well, look, the ruler of Dubai is Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, and his passion, he has two passions away from his regular job, and that is falcon hunting and horse racing. Huh. And so he spends at the highest level in those two endeavors. And so one of the goals he's always had is to win just about every big race around the world, which he's done. The one he has not won is the Kentucky Derby, and he's thrown tens of millions of dollars at it. but he's also built one of the most beautiful racetracks in the world.
Oh.
It is truly a palace amongst racetracks. So the Dubai World Cup they hold late in the year. It's for older horses. It's a $10 million race.
Wow.
Saudi Arabia, who kind of competes with them, came up with a $20 million race. So then the Dubai World Cup has had to keep up. There is an extraordinary amount of money offered in horse racing around the world. It's a global sport.
Yep.
I know we think of it in terms of our local racetrack, wherever you live, and you think of horse racing as that track. No, it really goes beyond that. And that's what's great about the Kentucky Derby. Even someone like Muhammad Al Maktoum has not been able to win this race, and he really, really wants to. There is a horse that is coming from Dubai World Cup Day, a horse called Forever Young. He's based in Japan, but he won the United Arab Emirates Derby, and a lot of people like him. He's getting a lot of early play. They've been wagering on the Kentucky Derby since yesterday. Obviously, the race is tomorrow about 6:54 on Saturday here local time. But Forever Young, Japanese-based, winner of the United Arab Emirates Derby at Maidan, and he's getting a lot of play.
Todd Schrupp here on the Morning Rush on 95.7 The Game.
Of horses.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You got to have you back on, Mr. Schrupp. Hey, listen, my best friend owns a horse. Hashtag, my boy Wet owns a horse out here, competes in Pleasanton, local tracks here. So he's gotten into horse racing. We had the TVG on. So listen, who are we betting on for the Derby? Who's winning here? Who should we put our money on as we're locked in on the Derby?
Well, you are an athlete, and you look like Adonis. So I'm looking at a horse that is the Adonis.
Hold on, real quick. Todd, hold on. Even my wife doesn't tell me that, okay?
How big is the hat you're wearing?
Gosh, you're making me feel way too good, Todd. I need you on every single week. Heck, you want a co-host? We may have a seat open for you.
I'll be your hype man whenever you walk into the room.
Oh, my gosh, I love you,
He's
Todd.
his own hype man.
I love you, Todd. So who are we betting on?
So if you were just to look at this field and judge them on looks, there's no better looking horse than Just a Touch. I've been following him throughout the year. He's trained by Brad Cox. He was second in Toyota Bluegrass Stakes last time out. He looks like Adonis. He just needs to run like it, and I think he's ready to do that on Saturday. Sierra Leone is one of the favorites. He lost to Sierra Leone last time out, but I think he needed that race. It was his first time around 2 turns. Brad Cox is one of the best trainers in the sport. I think he's going to win many derbies to come. He's got 2 horses in here, Just a Touch, and the Louisiana Derby winner, Catching Freedom. I think they both have chances, but you can put me on record with the 8, Just a Touch.
Wow. Any Triple Crown winner this year? You think we're going to see a Triple Crown this year?
No, and it's a very unique Triple Crown because the Belmont is not part of the equation from this point of view. They are renovating Belmont Park, and so they're moving that week, the final week of the Triple Crown, up to Saratoga. So the Triple Crown will be the traditional 1.25 miles at Churchill, 1 3/16 at the Preakness, then a very untraditional 1.25 miles to end it at Saratoga. Now, could a horse go through that? Yes. But I just think overall, with this group that we have this year, I don't think we'll see a Triple Crown winner. But you know what? I think we're going to see 3 amazing betting races.
Oh, I love that. Shasky, come on, man. You got to be locked in here. Todd, so we appreciate the time, man. Have fun out there at Churchill Downs. I will be looking for you. I will be following your tweets. You look good. I'm expecting you to step your game up, though, for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day for you. What you got on deck for tomorrow?
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to start real early here local time because the races start early, so look for us to come on air 9 a.m. local time, Eastern time. We're going to have all the latest news, and there might be some breaking news. I can't say it yet, but there might be some breaking news around the favorite fierceness, so stay tuned to FanDuel TV.
I love that. FanDuel TV will look for your work there. But real quick, before you leave, what's your most memorable derby? Most memorable derby you ever gone to?
Barbaro, back in 2008. He unfortunately suffered an injury in the Preakness, but what he did that day in the Kentucky Derby, I think he could have been one of the all-time greats if he had not been injured in the Preakness 2 weeks later. I'll always remember Barbaro when I come back here.
Todd, good to us, man. Thanks for the time today, brother. Have fun out there at Churchill Downs.
Right back at you. We're going to make the trip sometime, all of us.
I'm coming next year. I guarantee you
all
that.
Right.
Well, unless the Warriors are in the playoffs. Unless the Warriors are in the playoffs, then I can't come. But if they're not in the playoffs.
Warriors.
Look at my guy. Todd, you're a great sport.
Take care, guys.
Anytime, man. How fun was that? Come on. Go follow my guy, Todd TVG, on Twitter. He's looking down.